Back again.
Back again. We'll start there. Back again without an intro this time because we can't afford any cameos. We've gone broke. So if you do want to donate somehow. Send a tenner in the mail.
Yeah. Yeah. Shoe Nice brought the bank.
Yeah, because he upped his price. I think I said it last time. It was £21. £21 for that bastard, and you still haven't paid me, bro. You're in debt to me.
I'm buying the next one, aren't I?
Oh, you'll buy the next cameo, all right. Then it's going to be a big one. It's going to be Nigel Farage, 70 quid. Spoiler, but... there's the intro. No big intro all this time. We're not going to tell anyone to comment because no one does.
No.
But that's off the cards now. No more asking people to comment. Because I was thinking about it, just no one comments on YouTube. I said it last time, even when we said comment a full stop, because people don't want to expose their account and people can't be arsed as well. I've never commented on anything.
No, I haven't.
Recently,
Ever.
in the past few years on YouTube.
I don't think I've commented since I was about 11.
There's just no reason to comment. Now I think about it, maybe if you're in a niche community where people were discussing topics, real topics that are not daft, not stupid, maybe there would be a civil debate. Civil?
I read comments, but I don't...
Oh yeah, I read comments and I always wonder who the hell is even commenting this. I always think that on Facebook,
some
Twitter.
like YouTube and just any comments anywhere just infuriate me, I think.
YouTube comments are a bit more viable, but Twitter, I'm thinking, why has this man even sent his opinion anywhere?
Yeah.
But people are more inclined to it. Some people are just like...
At least on YouTube you can be anonymous for what you're saying.
Like you can on Twitter.
Yeah, kind of, but people don't.
Yeah, but, it is. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it's probably more common to not have your own name on YouTube than it is Twitter. More people are themselves on Twitter.
Yeah, exactly.
Whereas more people like gamer tags and whatnot on YouTube. Although I'm just John Wardle. Are you a gamer tag? What's your main account? Obviously no one's going to find it because you don't upload it out. Is it your name or is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
maybe you have. But
I've got two, actually. If you end they're both my name.
This past week, we'll start with a beer. This is a simple one.
Oh yeah, beer of the week.
Stella for me. The same.
Bit of the old red stripe.
The classic red stripe, isn't it Jamaican?
Yeah.
Jamaican red stripe.
Kind of red stripe.
Or is it like Anglo-Jamaican?
Good question.
I feel like it'd probably be Anglo-Jamaican. Some old shit.
1928.
That probably sounds like it could be some Anglo-Jamaican shit.
Spirit, rhythm and pulse of Jamaica and its people, so maybe.
Well, it might be. Yeah, I don't know. There's some pretty funny...
But, guess who it's brewed in the UK by?
What do you mean by? Like the owning company?
Yeah.
Heineken, Carlsberg.
Heineken.
Yeah, there you go.
Heineken UK Limited.
The Dutch company, but they brew shit here. And they all brew in the same place with the same tap water and the same yeast.
Yeah.
So, well, actually, it won't be the same, but there'll be a slight difference. They'll have more acidic water for some of them. Right. I don't even know how you make different beers. The different tastes. Yeah. Is it time under pressure? Time?
I think it is, yeah. I think the longer it's processed...
There's got to be a little bit of added extra. Like, what's the ingredients? Like, Budweiser, there's hops as well. Yeast.
I don't even know what that is.
I don't know what hops are. Obviously, they're a form of crop, but yeah. I'm not sure how well, even though I did say most beers technically do taste the same. I can only imagine the slight variation of all these beers with the same ingredients is just like time taken.
Yeah, I think it will be.
Like a week
I think it like whiskey.
Taste a tiny bit different.
Like some whiskies are just like aged, aren't they, for years? But I don't think you can like have an aged beer or an aged lager, I should say.
No, I mean like the time brewed would be different. It's not aged, it's time brewed. Like, is it an hour more or a week more? I don't actually know the time brewed, so I won't be able to say, but could be a difference. Anyway, the week in review. It was a straight to the point intro, that was. The week in review. It's been... Was the last episode last week? It was, wasn't it?
Last Saturday, wasn't it?
Yeah. It recorded last Saturday. The week in review.
We're getting frequent now.
I met my family this week. That was kind of awkward. Especially meeting my well, is it? It's not an extended family. Extended families... Yeah, it would be extended family because it was other people's husbands and wives.
Yeah.
So that would be extended at that point. But met a few... Met my cousins who bought a farm. My cousin bought a farm. Very, very big property. 9 acres.
They're rich.
It's weird because she moved to Dubai when she was like 28 with her husband.
Yeah.
And lived tax-free because of some, I think just generally English workers are tax-free in Dubai. There's some weird fucking shit over there. Made a decent stack over there. Bought
what?
I'm not sure, something like
Illegal.
No. Something like paperwork shit, like some fancy normal job. Boring normal job. She basically bought a barn with a field in the back, and then it's been renovated. It's not even finished yet, but it's pretty nice.
Is it a functioning farm, or is it just a farm?
It would have been, but it's not anymore. There's no animals at the moment, but they're going to invest in some sheep and some chickens and that shit. But yeah, it's not functioning at the moment, but it is a farm. It's a big. They have a big barn which they're going to knock down because they're going to Airbnb it and shit. They're going to.
Good idea.
I'm not sure if they're going to get sheep or they're going to rent out the back property. It would be better if they rent it out for money because farmers regularly rent out.
Is that an old building?
It doesn't look like it anymore because it was completely gutted, and then it's all like nice new white and wooden white walls and like wooden floor and old beams, but all really new and modern. And one half of the house is finished and renovated and looks sick. It looks really nice, and then the other half is literally plywood because it's not finished. It's just still empty. But
is that where you're sleeping?
No, I didn't stay there. I stayed in the countryside, deeper in the countryside. No, it was pretty nice. But I met my grandfather who I haven't met in like 8 years. Met my cousins who I haven't met in like 8 years. It's a long time. Their husbands who I've never met, and loads of kids that I've never seen because they were all very young.
When you put it that way, 8 years, what's the point in seeing them again after 8 years?
Well, I'll never see them again now.
Like, you're a different
it's
person.
Be 16
They're different
years.
people. It's just like not going to be the same, is it?
Yeah, the intro was like, last time I saw you were down here. And
I was the same.
You were knee height. I wasn't knee height. I was like, it's probably like stomach height or something.
Yeah.
Hip height. Waist height. There you go. Waist height's more applicable. But yeah, that was basically it. And like, oh, you're big now. That type of shit. You're tall. I ain't that tall. I'm average, but like, you're big now. My granddad's a man of very few words as well. Probably only shared like a couple sentences each, even though we sat next to each other for like 3 hours. But I always knew he's a man of few words anyway. I think my dad is too. And I am in certain scenarios like that. It was awkward, but like I was fine talking, but it's just like not to talk about. Especially since I'm like 10 years younger than all my cousins and my sister. Weirdly enough, so like
who was the youngest there?
What?
Who was the youngest there? Other than that,
well, other than the little kids, like their kids, because they have like kids that are like 5 and 10 and stuff. Yeah. I was the youngest at age 24, and then the next were like 10-year-olds. So I of the core family of my generation.
Yeah.
Then it's me by like literally 10 years. My sister would be next, and then the other ones are like late 30s. So there was nothing to talk about. There was like, oh, what are you doing for work? And then other than that, not to talk about. I'm going to talk about. I don't know. They're all like really rural, like farm. Like, oh, they were giving like tractor tours and stuff, which is cool. Yeah. But I mean, I can't talk to you about it because I don't know how any of that stuff runs.
Why don't you?
Like, they were talking about the bare bones of like tractors and stuff, and no one, my sister didn't, no one knew, but like they knew. They talk about all the time again amongst each other.
Are they all farmers?
2 of them are like proper farmers. One of them like makes dog cages for Range Rovers and stuff, oh yeah, I know what you mean. Big dog cages.
Yeah,
for big dogs. But they're all very rural people, at least, like very village, grew up on farms, all work on farms, all very rural people. The rednecks of Britain, I guess. But they're wealthy. Well, not wealthy, not like all these people are rich, but all doing cushy. But that's what I did over the weekend. But that's nothing to do with what's in the news right now, which is social media news, because nothing's going on in the world apart from Pakistan had some big floods.
Yeah, I saw that.
But I don't really watch the news at the moment. And apparently Liz Truss is going to be the next PM, which I thought was going to be Rishi Sunak, but apparently it's Liz Truss now.
Well, 1 minute it's one of them, next minute it's another one. So
I think it's heavily in favour of Liz Truss now. After my last Google, like an hour ago, 2 hours ago. But the boxing event was this weekend. The weekend just been actually yesterday. Sorry,
Saturday. Yeah,
literally yesterday. Last night, I watched all of it apart from Fuzi's fight and FaZe Sensei and FaZe Temper because I am really interested in him. I mean, I was only really watching the event for Sam Hyde, of course, but I thought, well, since KSI was the first fight of the night, because obviously he needs rest for his second fight, and they were fucking shit. What
was the first one? That the
rapper,
yeah.
Swarms, who last episode I'd say he's going to be paid off, and you probably agree that it looked pretty paid off to me.
Yeah,
obviously he's a rapper with an ego to maintain, and he was like not knocked out, but it was classed as a knockout.
I don't even think they even looked like they were even supposed to be in the same weight category at all.
The Swarms guy was heavier by 20 pounds.
Yeah, but I mean the second fight especially.
Oh yeah, he was tall. I'm not sure what the weight was of that guy, but both of his opponents were obviously like, can't even call them opponents. It was a bit stupid. Like, I don't know how the other guy's a pro boxer with a bad record, but like, yeah, he needs to fight just a compare. Like, other YouTubers are probably better compares than people. He just chose.
Well, I don't know.
To get back into it, and then he called out.
The whole YouTube boxing thing, anyway, is literally just. I don't know. Like,
well,
it's like the new version of like diss tracks. If you remember,
yeah, you're right. Actually, I remember they all went through diss tracks, and now they're all going through boxing.
It's just another way of like having actual conflict between different YouTubers. Like, oh, I want to see KSI have a fight with Jake Paul.
That's why they need to up the stakes next. Who's doing an MMA fight?
Well, I think
he was doing.
Were they in the talks to do that anyway? Or someone was.
There was always rumours, but I don't think anyone was actually. I don't think any YouTuber.
Well, boxing's easy to learn, isn't it? So that's.
Yeah, true. It'd be terrible. Yeah, MMA fight would actually be terrible because they go to the ground and they're just like hugging. It won't be anything technical on the ground because that takes even longer to learn, like jiu-jitsu and stuff. So yeah, that would be terrible. So maybe don't do that. But again, it'd be entertaining. That's part of the thing.
I wonder how many episodes we've done now where we've spoken about some form of YouTube boxing event.
Good clickbait. Going to be clickbait this episode as well. So cheers for the views.
Interest in it as well.
Cheers for the views. Well, you got interest in Sam Hyde, which we haven't talked about yet.
I think it was pretty good.
That was the reason why I was watching it, because Sam Hyde's obviously an older demographic, and every other fighter on that card was a demographic of 12-year-olds.
So I was wondering actually, like, I wonder how many, but the majority of, because obviously it's mainly like KSI fans or whatever. And a lot of, mainly. I presume a lot of
they have crossovers, yeah.
Keemstar fans. They promote it heavily.
But that's the crossover though, like,
because I bet like a lot of. Because I presume a lot of them were English fans anyway. Like, I wonder if they know who, or even are aware of who Sam Hyde is.
Not if they're under 18. No, definitely not.
But even like people our age, like I don't know, like any of our mates that even know who he is.
Who's Sam Hyde? Yeah, they'll definitely know the memes though. I think quite a few of our mates do actually know it just through the memes. But yeah, there is a weird crossover there, and there's basically no crossover between KSI fans and Sam Hyde fans.
No,
everyone else on the card would have a crossover. But yeah, there's not much you could do about that unless he hosted his own thing, which he did want to do, didn't he? Oh no, he wanted to fight iDubbbz, didn't he? Long time ago.
I think he went to fight on the card, didn't he? He went to fight. I don't think he went to fight iDubbbz. He went to fight someone else, didn't he?
Oh yeah, who was iDubbbz fighting?
Dr. Mike.
Who was he supposed to fight before that?
Rice Cum.
Yeah,
it was like two or three guys, but they all dropped out.
Yeah, you're right. I can't remember now, actually. Yeah, I got my history wrong, my internet history wrong there. Yeah, obviously he ain't going to fight iDubbbz. It'd be terrible. But he did gas out. He wasn't a very good boxer, but only because of his size, really. Just not athletic.
Yeah.
But pretty athletic for his size. Like, he shouldn't be that... I don't know. He hung in there. He got the job done. He won, just to clarify, for anyone who hasn't seen it. He won by... battering ram, pretty much.
Yeah.
His punches were fucking battering rams, but the other guys were pretty good as well. The other guy was faster and whatnot, but he just couldn't hack it.
I think it's probably, well, out of all the highlights I've seen, it's probably the best fight.
No, well, I watched them all. The best fight was
the knockout.
Oh, that was the best finish. Oh, there was an actual competition. I was like, fucking hell, this is actually a competition. This is a boxing boxing match, but I can't remember who it was now. You know, they were going back and forth and it was entertaining. But they were like two nobodies. Like, I don't know who they are.
What? YouTube? YouTubers or what?
Yeah, YouTubers. They were all YouTubers apart from Sam Hyde, kind of. But the real news was Sam Hyde's call afterwards of Hassan Piker. You know much about him?
Not really.
Mentioned him a few times. But he's...
Not of him.
Best summary is just the internet. Quite... not incredibly insane lefty, but very... somewhat unhinged lefty. And very typical lefty. So like every leftist opinion you can think of, that is him. Like your archetypal.
Is he quite big? He's quite well built. Yeah,
he's quite big. He'd actually be a good opponent for Sam, size-wise. Probably about 6'4", and like normal build for that. Bit chubby.
That's why it's not the first time he's mentioned him now, is it? He's mentioned him quite a few times.
Yeah, Sam Hyde called him out a few times. And because he's in a political sphere, Hassan Piker calls him a Nazi and stuff because of his past jokes. But Sam Hyde's not really like that in real life. It's purely on the comedy scene. Yeah. It's like that. But basically, I guess I'll give you the rundown because I know you saw his call out. He said he was going to like
kill him,
cut his face off and wear his makeup and stuff like that and go to his house.
Wear his skin like an Irish suit or something.
Yeah, Irish folklore or something like that. Yeah. Basically, that got sent to Hassan whilst he was live. And it was a 40 month subscriber. So how many years is that? 3 years. Yeah, just over 3 years. Yeah. Of a guy who's been paying £5 a month. He banned him instantly for sending the link and commenting something like, Sam Hyde said this to you or something. He banned him instantly, and he's been DMCA striking anyone talking about it and stuff.
Yeah.
So we might get DMCA striked here, but like, he got very startled by it, and he was like, this is a rough quote, but it's like, you've got this mental health, man suffering from mental health, and he's a Nazi saying he's going to kill you. What would you do? But obviously, anyone can see that Sam Hyde isn't giving a real fucking death threat there.
No.
It's a fucking... He was doing an Irish accent in a ring. It's like obviously a joke, and he was like...
How Irish is he? Like,
I don't know. I don't know if he is an Irish American. It's called Hyde, which isn't an Irish name. No, I don't think he is Irish American, but he might.
And where is he? Where was he in America?
Where?
Yeah,
he's in New England.
Oh yeah,
I think he's from New England as well, like Rhode Island.
That is an Irish area, though, isn't it? Rhode Island.
That's Boston.
Yeah, so it is. Yeah,
but New England. No, Boston's not in Rhode Island, but yeah,
so New Boston's England. Irish, though.
Yeah, he's not from Boston though. From Rhode Island. But anyway, I don't think he is Irish. Anyway, that was just his little joke, which is the most entertaining thing of the card. But yeah, Hassan Piker went schizo and like a weird reaction to an obvious joke and made it political for some reason. Like he makes everything political. It obviously nothing to do with politics, and he's not a Nazi. Obviously, that's quite obvious. But they often throw away that word.
What do you reckon the
Nazi
chances of him fighting is? Unlikely.
Sam Hyde, Hassan Piker.
Yeah.
Well, Hassan was like, I don't want to give him the time of day and stuff, so I'm going to ban everyone talking about it and DMCA strike everyone. Don't want the message spreading.
Yeah.
Which made it worse because that's what Sam Hyde wants, because it's funny. You want the worst takes from Hassan Piker to come out, I guess. And he did. So Sam Hyde got more notoriety from that.
That's probably what he wanted.
Yeah, he's been
again, I guess, if the money talks.
Not Hassan, if he gets paid enough. He is quite money hungry. Very, very money hungry. He's a very money orientated man. Probably one of the worst on Twitch for money. Somehow, being the guy who is apparently against that. But I would say he's one of the worst. But that's basically a synopsis. Oh, and KSI called out Andrew Tate, a classic of the Now Daft podcast.
Obviously.
Of course he did. But did you see Andrew Tate basically... Well, KSI switched up on Andrew Tate. Because KSI was like, Andrew Tate's not a bad guy. He's just got some wrong opinions on women. Yeah. But other than that, he just tells people to work out and get healthy and get your mental state right and stuff. He helps people out. But KSI backtracked on all that and said he's disgusting and whatnot. So Andrew Tate was kind of going off on his new show, which is on Rumble, I believe, rumble.com.
Yeah.
Saying he'd beat KSI easily. This is before his call out as well, so KSI might have saw it. And he also called out Tommy Fury.
I'd rather see that fight, to be honest.
What, KSI Tommy Fury?
Yeah.
Maybe. Oh, no, I'd rather see Andrew Tate just because I'd rather see Andrew Tate fight. I don't care about Tommy Fury.
I just want to see both, but I think...
He did call out 4 people. He wants them all. He said, I want a piece of that.
Who was the other 2?
The other 2 were that slim guy who got the knockout. He said he saw that knockout and wants a piece of that.
Oh, yeah.
And the first one was a guy called Gibb, who's fighting a guy called Austin, and he wants the winner of that, but I don't know them. I think Austin McBroom does a family channel, like the McBroom family channel. The McBroom family channel. Very, very weird. Not my scene. Not anyone's scene, really, apart from middle-aged mums who like families on YouTube. It's all for content.
I wonder if I'm just out of touch or what, because I don't know who half these people are anymore.
Well, you are and you aren't. I think a lot of 23-year-olds do. And more so than don't know KSI.
Well, I know KSI is, obviously.
Yeah, but a lot of people see the updates and stuff. It is quite in our realm of influence. But
I just don't care enough.
True. That is it for the boxing, though. I don't think I missed anything, did I?
Nah, I wouldn't say so.
Don't think so. Sam Hyde said he isn't going to box again, but unless the money's right.
What, Deji? Did he call out anyone?
Deji, I'm not sure if Deji called out anyone, but I'm sure he'll fight
Jake
again.
Paul called out?
Don't think he was, but I think it's by default that KSI is going to fight him because they've already accepted the terms and conditions.
Yeah, I just checked Jake Paul's story, so there's a big announcement coming soon or something for October.
Can't remember what it is. Oh, I think Logan Paul's fighting again with not with KSI, but on the same event as KSI in January. I think I saw that online. Don't know who Logan Paul's fighting, but he's in the WWE now. He's doing really well as well.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
He's very athletic, very good wrestler. Like way better than anyone expected. Like a really good wrestler. Like doing backflips and shit. And he's fighting The Miz, if you know who that is.
No.
He's going back and forth with The Miz. One of the WWE greats of the last 10, 15 years. Like he got in well.
Vince McMahon was retire.
Yeah, Vince McMahon stepped down as CEO due to backlash, which seemed like it was never going to happen, but there was so many clips that came out.
And what was it over?
I think the final reasoning was something to do with sexual harassment behind the scenes of WWE.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't all the clips online. It was like some sexual harassment was brewing to the surface.
So I was reading about it and I was like, because obviously he was in charge of it all, so apparently he actually wrote all the skits and everything for it all.
Yeah, everyone knows how fucked up he is in a funny way. That's why everyone loved him. He wrote like how his daughter's like. Oh, he wrote some fucked up scenes about his daughter, kind of like his daughter has an affair or something, and he wrote them all because his daughter's married to Triple H in real life.
Oh yeah.
But back in the day, there was some weird like affair or something. I think also he wrote one about his own wife or something. He wrote some weird stuff.
I think obviously his family are
very.
I think some of them are so funny.
Yeah, they are. It's good comedy.
Just because it's so over the top.
Especially like that's why it was fun for all the family because the kids were laughing because it was WWE.
It was some of it's like proper adult though, like some of the stuff, like some of the jokes.
Back then, it was called the Attitude Era.
Yeah, that's it.
The best era that everyone finds funny. Obviously, his N-word as well. That was funny. Everyone laughs at that, so it's not that controversial. Everyone on earth laughs at that one, apart from the 1% of schizophrenics that are mad about everything. But that's a fucking good one. Booker T. I think it was Booker T. If you know that is the black guy in the video. He was well known.
And who's a woman in it?
Ooh, can't remember. She didn't play a role, did she?
Not really.
John Cena also. Was John Cena in the clip?
Yeah,
somewhere around there. That was good shit.
That's who he said it to.
Who?
Vince said it to John Cena.
Oh, I thought he said it to Booker T.
No.
Oh, Booker T hears it.
Yeah, then
Booker T walks past.
Like, what?
Yeah, the backstage clips are always the funniest. I remember the fights that go backstage were always good because I always wondered, like, not the camera trickery, but how good of a camera job they do to not move all the cameras, but like set it all up and stuff. So it's all smooth going backstage. Because they have like they
film it's like reality TV, don't they? Those have constantly rolling cameras.
Yeah, pretty much. I can't remember. It was all live, yeah. SmackDown and Raw were all live. There were some cases of pre-recorded, and I can't remember what they were. I think some of the behind the scenes skits, although they are live now, I think some of them occasionally were pre-recorded back then, and they just play them on the screen in the arena.
Yeah,
because it would just save time and stuff. But I'm not sure. Don't know the full ins and outs of that. We should do a WWE special. Get that in the notes. The funniest moments that everyone in the world knows, even if you don't like WWE. Yeah. Just the classics. Oh, the one you sent me the other day of John Cena.
Oh, it went. Oh, that's Osama bin Laden one.
Yeah. He's like, we have compromised and neutralized Osama bin Laden. That's crazy. Americans are crazy. Because, like, that's crazy that's, like, breaking news and needs to be known in a WWE arena. Because, like, you'd think, like,
imagine
you'd look at the news the following night or something and find out. You wouldn't find out at WWE.
I'm trying to think of, like, an equivalent. I imagine, like, stopping, like, mid, I don't know.
Oasis show.
Yeah,
Liam Gallagher.
Manchester Derby or something. It's like, we've just killed Jihadi John in a drone airstrike.
At half time or mid-game?
Mid-game.
Pause the match, the referee gets on a microphone. Just letting, there'll be terrible speakers as well, the referees. Yeah. Just letting you all know we've beat Jihadi John. Don't even think he was that prominent. I think that was all media, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think he was the head of a small internet savvy group that did beheadings.
I think ISIS was made in the face of ISIS.
I
think like they did with bin Laden.
I think we pinned a lot of ISIS on Jihadi John, but I don't think he was that high up in the ranks or anything.
No, he wasn't.
I think he was just tech savvy, posting to the internet.
Because he was English, wasn't he?
He was. He was from London. Can't remember his real name. But Jihadi John, that was a good one. Got called that a few times. Oh, that was like 2012 or something.
Yeah, it would have been.
Yeah, be around then. Right, we got a Google form. Just to let you know, it's in the description. We got a Google form, and it seems like a bit of a joke, and I'm going to assume, unless it isn't, then thank you for the form update. But this is how it reads. It was in French. I had to translate it myself on Google. And it was, hello, John and co-host. So he snubbed you there.
Fucking hell.
Which makes me think it's obviously someone who probably watches my stream or something. I am a Spotify audio-only listener. I practice English on your podcast, so the language is not always understood successfully. Can you update 30 Days on Sex Worker? Big fan. Do you have it? You abolished now? And can you say hello to French watcher Matthias? Mathis. Matthias, but there's no A. Oh. We'll just call you Matt or Matthew or Matty from France. French watcher Mathis from France. Matthias. Obviously, I'm going to assume that's a joke, but if it's not a joke, hello. Shout out to you from France. But the update is, I already gave an update, so you clearly aren't that big of a French fan, are you? And she stopped. That's the only update. But thank you for that one.
Oh, is that what it was getting at?
What? You just wanted an update on the 30 days after. Oh, because I did say 30 days. Yeah. It's probably been 30 days. Yeah, she stopped like 1 week into it. So you clearly didn't watch like 2 episodes ago, bro.
That was the biggest drama the Knelt Deaf podcast has ever experienced, I think.
There'll be plenty more in future, I'm sure. What if our mates start doing it or something? And we stop being mates with them and start beef. Well, you never say never. Some of them have girlfriends. Some of them are seeing some people.
Yeah, true.
Or some of them might just be solo. But thank you for that. And if anyone else has got anything to say in any requests or any questions, completely anonymous, you can send your worst questions ever. You may as well just put something in there, because I'm not going to know who it is unless I make an educated guess, because your question was just typical you. But you can anything. Maybe our worst nightmare of a question. You can get away with it because it's anonymous. Unless it's too bad, then I'll just ignore it. But Google Forms in the description and the link tree.
I was just thinking then, going back to the boxing, if we could do a boxing tournament or whatever, who would you fight?
You've already asked me this.
Have I?
Yeah.
Who was it?
But it did make me think, like, if I got big enough stream or big enough podcasters, it's perfectly possible on the English scene. I can't remember who it was. But I'm like, Actually, I'm quite lightweight for what I look like. So
who would it be?
I could get away with fighting someone small. But I'd still take someone big. Someone fat like H3H3. I think that was my original one. I think it was Ethan Klein. Obviously, he would never do that anyway.
Is it not like a duo we can fight?
H3 and Healer. I don't know who takes who. Tag team.
Let's do like a...
There's very few people that I'd have real beef with. I'd rather have a fun one, a showdown. Fun for charity. That'll be good.
Why don't we fight the Cold Ones podcast?
Who would fight who?
Don't know.
I can pick.
Have you pick?
I would fight Chad. I think it'd be funny. He'd probably kiss me though or something. I feel I think like he wouldn't be able to box.
I won't want to.
You're a big fan of Max. You used to watch his videos. What videos in particular did you watch? Because he was a Pokemon guy a lot of the time.
Yeah, I used to binge them.
Yeah, true. Pokemon is good. It's a sick e-sport. Card sport.
Mainly the Pokemon stuff, that was pretty good. He still does it now, but
yeah, it's good. A bit. It is good. It is actually good to watch that shit. Not like full attention, because, well, sometimes it's full attention. It depends. Some of the cards are fucking cool, and you don't have to buy them yourself.
Yeah, that's what I like.
Look at the new art.
Look at them.
Who else could we fight? Or who would you fight? Who would I fight?
I'm trying to think of other podcasts that have just a two-man host.
True Geordie and his mate Lawrence. I'd take True Geordie. He's like 6'4". I'd probably do that. It'd be funny. He'd beat me, but I'd give him a run for his money. Do I reckon he would? His punches must well hurt.
He's 6'4". I thought he was way smaller.
He's fucking big. He's in the mid-6s. Just under the mid. 6'4" or something. He's big, and he's obviously fucking built as well. He's a big dude. He was the same size as Sam Hyde in that ring.
Oh, yeah.
In the post-fight interview. Dream. It's not my dream. Who would I fight? KSI right now. If someone offered me, I'd go straight in there with him. I'd probably lose because I can't box. Box once in my life. But I'd do it tomorrow night.
You get given like 6 months training non-stop.
Yeah, KSI. Anyone can get it. Maybe anyone. Just because I know it'd be fucking profitable. Like, just put me in there with anyone. I'd take it. And just piggyback off it. Have a fucking special show.
Do you reckon you could fight iDubbbz?
What do you mean by I reckon I could? I reckon I'd beat iDubbbz today, despite having shit cardio and no boxing skills. I reckon, yeah.
I don't know how tall he is.
I have just thought he did get a bit bigger, didn't he?
Yeah, he did just have a fight and he did all right. A photo today on our videos on Instagram.
Yeah, I didn't think that one through. Maybe I probably wouldn't beat him today, but I'd still fight him today.
But it's just him hitting the bag, so I don't know.
Who else is there? I stand by I'd probably fight anyone that's bigger than me. Yeah. Like bigger than me in size, because if you're smaller than me, you're like one viewer on Twitch and you got a podcast with 0 viewers.
Would you fight?
Fuck off.
Keemstar?
Yeah. Although I'd feel a bit bad because he's a bit older, but no remorse.
And
no remorse.
He's a lot smaller. He's like 5'6", 5'7", isn't it?
Lifeless body. Might accidentally kill him. But I'd got 0 cardio though, so that's a big weak point. Give me 1 good minute of boxing and maybe a bit of an adrenaline boost, so 2 good minutes of boxing. But maybe. But, middle-aged men have a different type of strength. They're seasoned. But obviously Keemstar was a DJ, an internet personality, so he's not really got any proper strength in him. There's a lot of people in the English scene that we don't know of because we don't use TikTok. Or you do. Well, none of us probably use TikTok and follow it.
I follow like Isaac HP, that's about it.
Yeah, box him. That would be funny.
I think he'd be up for that.
Rate my takeaway, box him. Shoe nice. I bet he'd box someone. Just
I'm surprised
knowing there's a payday.
I'm surprised it's not been like a proper...
Boogie. Oh, fuck. Yeah, Boogie Sam Hyde. That was one of the fights.
Oh, yeah.
That was...
I'm surprised it's not been like a proper like ghetto, bottom of the barrel YouTubers doing it yet. Like, Shoe Nice, he'll fucking do anything. Why is he not boxing yet?
Because they probably can't get an event together. You need a mastermind behind it.
People would watch that shit.
Yeah, they would. Have you ever seen Slap Mountain?
Rings a bell.
It's hillbillies do slap contests.
Yeah. I have seen that. Yeah,
that's good shit. They're hillbillies. I guess you would call them bottom of the barrel, but that's
it's kind of
orchestrated by a big business.
It's kind of like you know, I don't know how to put it really, like
hillbillies, dregs of society in the meanest way. But
it's like
everyone
when you
agrees.
see like you're walking through a town or whatever, and you see just like two proper like skets.
Down and outs is the best word.
Yeah, that's
down and outs.
Yeah,
skets. They're females.
Is it?
Yeah, the sket is like a sweaty sket. KSI knows that word. He loves it.
I always thought it was just for like, you know.
No.
Anyway,
skets are chub women who
just,
sleep
you know,
with
like
other people.
Proper bottom tier chavs, crackheads going at it in town outside a fucking pound shop or something.
Yeah, you could do like homeless people's diaries.
There's like a certain amount of entertainment to that everyone can find interesting.
Toothless. Yeah, people without teeth and stuff. They would be entertaining. There's a category in like YouTube in Russia. I can't remember the direct translation or the Russian term, but it's just kind of like it's called just like shit YouTubers.
Yeah.
Shit in terms of like grotty shit, not like bad, and or like Mongol.
Yeah.
So like zero talent, and all his crew are known as these like
mutants.
You're watching purely because of how shit in life they are, like how weird this shit is.
Yeah.
There's also like a streaming category of people who get tipped money and do stupid stuff like Mongol does, but like on live and stuff. They're called like trash streamers.
Yeah.
Direct translation. I think it's trash streamers. They get paid. Someone actually died. He locked his girlfriend out on the balcony in freezing cold weather in a bikini or like underwear.
Yeah.
And she died. All live.
Fucking hell.
And he went to jail. You can find the videos online. Can't link it though because it's a bit touchy-feely. That's the wrong word, but it's a bit controversial. You can find it though. Type in Russian streamer accidentally kills girl, maybe. That might come up with something more brutal, but something like that.
I suppose at most it's like, if you think about it, like this kind of entertainment has been around for thousands of years. I'll even go back to like ancient Rome with like gladiators and shit. Well, it's the exact same entertainment as we're witnessing now with like YouTube boxing.
Did they not bring in peasants against lions? But there'll be like 50 peasants versus a lion.
Yeah.
That'd be crazy.
All sorts.
100 peasants versus a lion.
Because like
you get bored eventually. The lion.
With gladiators, the actual like they pretty much had like headliners, like title fights, and it'd be like
main event.
Yeah,
yeah.
Be like two big gladiators going at it against each other. But there'd also be like little side events, like 40 peasants versus one lion or whatever.
Imagine the mess on the road, because you wouldn't be able to clean it up because it would just be like.
Well, I think they did actually have people who went out and cleaned it like midway.
Maybe with water, but it wouldn't be fully clean.
Yeah,
like buckets of water.
But it wasn't just like they did all sorts like racing and shit. I think if I could go back in time, it'd be that. I'd love to witness a Colosseum entertainment.
That's against human rights, size, bro.
Is it?
Obviously. And they were forced to fight as well, most of them.
Yeah, but don't you think it's interesting?
Even when the gladiators even forced to fight as well.
Yeah, they were slaves.
Yeah. Weird shit.
But sometimes they'll grant freedom, sometimes they won't.
That's probably an acceptable opinion to have, that you'd go back in time and go to the Colosseum, even though imagine it by today's standards.
Yeah, of course, it's loads of people would do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Most men would do it. I feel like women aren't as interested in that. They would probably like, I have no idea. You need to question our women. What would women go back and see? Because men, history kind of favours men, unfortunately. Obviously, a lot of historical moments and sports and whatnot were all dominated by men, and also men's interests like aggression and stuff.
Yeah.
So what the hell do women want to go back and see? Because a lot of history is like women in harsh moments. Let's say you're just invisible. No one can see you. You just get to see it. I don't know what women want to see. It's a question. We don't have any female viewers.
Not one.
Do you remember I sent you the demographics? It was 100% male. That changed. We got one female viewer on Spotify. Listener. Eventually. Or one or two or whatever. But the percentage went up like a day after I said that.
Yeah.
Showed you it. So shout out to you. You're probably not listening. You probably just accidentally clicked on an episode, but thank you. First female listener. I don't think any. I haven't told any females. I don't think, and I don't have any female viewers on Twitch or anything. No, not really.
I haven't told any females either. Why are you saying females? Say girl.
Girls, women, goddesses. Here's a fun-ass question. I told you about it before the episode, so I don't know if you've thought about it, but here's the question. Drum roll. That was drum roll. If you were trapped on a remote island, deserted island, I'm not sure where the island is. Pick two people. Pick two people to survive with you.
Two people.
The stipulations are, let's say the island is not a tropical island, more of a, imagine an English climate. So there might be some brambles, raspberries, wild boar, which used to be in England.
I'm kind of picturing the
tropical.
The island from
are you on about the Kill the Piggy?
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's kind of dictated by the movie for me.
Lord of the Flies.
Lord of the Flies, yeah. Lord of the Flies Island. That was tropical though, wasn't it?
It was kind of a bit of both. There's like loads of rocks and shit in there.
I think it's known in the book, isn't it, where it was?
I can't remember.
Because I think they had a destination to be at. But anyway, what are we doing, tropical or like England? So like you might have a bit more knowledge on an English climate, but it's a deserted island.
I'm trying to think of an example though of a desert island. Oh,
Right,
like there's one of Scotland.
Yeah, but this is on a fake world. This is just yeah. All right, we're going with the English climate. It's not too hard on you.
Yeah, just picture like Scorby Beck.
No one knows what that is. They've got to Google that now. Yeah, but no one else knows what that is.
That's what I'm picturing.
All right, you're on an island. It looks like a little English forest, a little English beach, bit of. There's no fresh water. There's only seawater, so that's actually
What animals on the island?
There's boars,
chicken.
There's a bit of poultry. I'm not sure what would be on there.
Yeah.
You ever played Age of Empires?
Yeah.
So you got a few bushes. You got some ores. You got the gold and stone. You're not going to touch them, but you got some boars. You got some pheasants.
Yeah.
They wouldn't be on an island, but hypothetically, you got a little bit of a food source, and let's just say somehow you do have a waterfall with fresh water, so you can drink water.
Right.
That's your scenario. And you got two other people, and you don't have a clue when a boat could come past. So as far as you know, it could be a day, it could be a week, it could be forever. Who would you pick?
What's the circumstances if I just crash landed here or come off a boat?
You have just woke up there with absolutely no sign, no idea how you woke up there. Just somehow the worst nightmare comes true. You're on an island.
What, and these other two people have woken up next to me as well? Exact same situation.
They don't know. You're all just... So I guess they might have an initial panic. You got to think about that. Everyone's woken up and have no idea how you've woken up there.
It's an hard one, that.
Would you go for a famous survivalist? Obviously, a lot of people go with Bear Grylls. I think a lot of people go with Bear Grylls.
Yeah, but at the same time, like... Would you go with two men or one woman, one man, or two women?
Well, I've got my answer already set in stone. Well, maybe not set in stone. Maybe I have multiple answers, but I got a first answer.
I'd probably want a woman on the island, but then again, I'd be like, if Bear Grylls there, she's going to go for Bear Grylls, not me, isn't she?
Maybe. That's what I was thinking as well. Like, if I have two dudes, who's she picking? I guess it's the one with better genes to repopulate the earth, or repopulate the island. But
this is a very misogynistic way of looking at it.
It's the only way to look at it. There's no other way to look at it. That's not misogynistic.
Yeah, it is. Just first thought was...
No, it's not.
Anyway.
It's got to be the first thought, because it is the first thought. It just is. It's human nature.
Who are your choices?
All right. My choices were based on the fact that if it's an English climate, I reckon I've got my marbles. You know, I know wildflowers. I didn't mention all of them, but like wild garlic might be on there.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's actually on the island. It's all hypothetical, but I can identify a lot of plants. Often do pick them and eat them. So I would actually go with no good survivalists.
Yeah.
And I would go with two females. And it would be Angelina Jolie, number one. And...
There's Tomb Raider, Lara Croft.
Any state, current state, whatever. Just Angelina Jolie. I don't think I can go back in time, so Angelina Jolie today. And Anya Taylor-Joy.
I knew you were going to say that.
Only because, now I think about it, I've got it in my head from...
I think they're pretty useless picks.
Yeah, they are. I said I can do it all.
You're going to do all the work.
There's not much work to do. It's not that hard, is it, bro? If we die, we die.
I think I'd go with all men.
All men, 2 men.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, you don't have to repopulate the Earth. Like, that's just like worst case scenario.
The world's still going on, but we're just stuck on an island, aren't we?
Yeah, a boat might come past.
Yeah. I don't think I'd go with 2 fellas.
Well, you haven't answered what 2 fellas it'd be.
I think
it's also pretty funny.
Bear Grylls is a boring answer though, but I think it might be smart to go with him or.
All right, you can't pick Bear Grylls.
All right. I was going to say Steve Irwin, but he's dead.
True, they got to be alive now. Let's say in their current state. I mean, it's much harder if you're actually thinking it through, because I just went with women. So easy question for me, because I think I could just do it, and if I die, I die. I don't care.
It had to be someone smart, I think.
For some reason,
someone with good intelligence, good composure.
Yeah, someone who keeps logical.
I reckon it's going to be a funny one. This, you know, that ex-Navy SEAL.
Choco Willie?
Yeah.
No way. He would
gets
get
up
on
at
your
4 a.m.
nerves.
every morning. He'd be getting shit done.
Yeah, he would.
I bet he knows how to hunt. I'd go with him. He's number 1 choice.
Joe Rogan, actually, now I think about it. Would actually. No, you think he'd be annoying? He'd have plenty of fire time stories.
Yeah, but I think Jocko.
It's got a stupid name. I'd love to know the origin of that name. Jocko Willink. Like Dutch or something. You're not fighting anything.
Yeah, but
a ball might hurt you, but you win.
He can do all the whatever physical stuff. I reckon he's.
So you're playing a scenario of a woman then on this island?
No,
you are the woman.
Maybe so.
You are. You're gonna choose another big burly man.
I'm picking people off the trades. He's the brawn. I'm the. I'm not.
Not the brains.
I'm just.
You also said he's the brains.
Well, I bet he's smart.
To some degree. I think he's more practical.
Yeah, exactly.
You got another choice, though, to complete it.
Him. And... who's smart?
Yeah, I'll choose another 2 after. A more technical 2, but my first pick would be them 2.
Who's smart?
Who's smart? Ben Shapiro.
Nah, he'd do me head in.
Yeah, you'd all leave the island Jewish. A new faith.
His voice is just great on you after a while, I think.
True. You might kill him. Use him as a food source. Didn't think
I think he'd end up dead. Then again, what if Jocko goes snaps and just tries to kill us? Me or whoever else is on the island.
Yeah, true. That's why you choose someone even bigger than Jocko.
Nah, I don't think he would. Maybe who's someone a bit? Maybe Brian Cox.
No way.
Nah, not him. He's like universe, isn't he? Not.
He's still annoying as well, in my opinion.
Maybe someone funny.
Yeah, when you think it through this much, it is hard.
No, me and Jocko can get all the work done. I think we need someone funny. Maybe like
Theo Von.
Rate My Takeaway or something.
Fuck, he's useless. Oh,
yeah, but he was
going
funny.
for a good one and then a useless one. No offense.
Oh, Peter
Lots of
Kay.
meat though. Lots of meat on both of them men. If I had to rethink my choices, purely practical. Obviously,
He could be chef.
I wouldn't go for females. That's more misogynistic than the reproduction one.
No, it's not. I think
I wouldn't go for females if I was being practical. That's Andrew Tate style, that is.
But
it is true. If I was being practical, who would I choose? I would go for Joe Rogan, just because, again, he's got the strength and whatnot. He's capable physically of survival, and he knows how to hunt, so he'd kill the boar very easily. He'd have to use his hands because, you might get some flint or something. You might get something, but he'd still have to use his hands. I think he's more than capable of that. So he'd be number 1 choice. Number 2, actually, I already said his name, Theo Von, because that would be great conversations all day, every day. Theo Von and Joe Rogan.
I don't think I'd want two Americans. I need someone who's British.
They're two different Americans, though, completely different biomes. One's a redneck, one's from New England. He's from like Boston or something. I can't remember where Joe Rogan's from. So yeah, two men that could talk for hours. They would be asking me all about England, even though they've been to England plenty of times. Lots to talk about. Theo Von's technically capable. I think he's a redneck as well, so he's definitely capable of an hard time. Yeah, there we go. So, ideal scenario.
No, I'm changing mine.
You too.
Sean Bean.
Sean Bean, yeah, he might be. He's getting on a bit though.
Yeah,
must be 60s.
He smokes as well.
Saz smokes sometimes. So now, your addiction would leave you very quickly in that scenario.
But I think with Jocko there, he can be team leader. We'd all get in like.
One thinking of a team leader.
He'd be disciplined. Everyone would be disciplined by like the first week.
What type of discipline do you need though? I think it's much more casual than you think.
Get it done. That's it.
I think it's much more casual than you think.
Nah.
All you need is your fire and your food. You know, your shelter, fire, food. Which, would be nice to have a time schedule, but it's not necessary when you got all day. So yeah, my first choices would be me go it alone with the perfect. Actually, it'd be well annoying. Angelina Jolie and Anya Taylor-Joy.
You don't know what to like as people.
I don't. But it would still be nice. I don't need to know because it would still be nice. And like...
What if they plotted against you and killed her?
Well, I already said if I'm dead, I'm dead. So whatever. It'd still be nice for the time being. Be a good one to tell people in heaven that I was trapped on an island with two mega stars that everyone fancies. Yeah, it would be heaven. It would be heaven and hell at the same time. And then Theo Von and Joe Rogan if I was being a bit... If I thought I couldn't go it alone.
Who would be the two like most useless people you could have picked? Where my takeaway?
He might be up there. Nico Cardo Avocado?
Oh,
YouTuber who eats a lot.
A lot of fat on him though.
Terrible. Well, he plays a bit of an act. Yeah, you could kill him. I didn't think of the killing, but
useless.
I don't think you need to when I said it got boring and stuff.
Gluttony. He'd waste all your supplies.
Yeah, but I could kill him as well. Most useless individuals. Well, now I'm thinking of like real people that I know that are like useless.
Supreme Pat, he'd be useless.
Maybe.
I'd kill him. That's someone I'd like to box.
Yeah, he boxes as well. On like, he boxed on Rough and Rowdy, which is actually very similar to what you suggested. Rough and Rowdy is rednecks, unknown rednecks.
Yeah, I'd fight him.
Back to the island though. Back to the island. Love Island. Most useless person that's famous that the viewers would know.
H3.
Yeah, he would be very bad. Very bad. Probably quite clever, but
not even. I think he acts clever. Anyways, enough slander today for Ethan Klein.
Yeah, I'd kill him instantly. Nah, in a hypothetical scenario, of course.
I think Jordan Peterson would be useless.
What?
I think Jordan Peterson would be useless.
Yeah, he'd be useless on a desert island, yeah. Desert? Why do I keep calling it desert island? It's not a desert.
He's doing it in as well.
He's deserted. What's useless? Probably Boris Johnson. I reckon he'd be quite useless on an island.
Yeah.
Boris Johnson. Probably doesn't have much practical skills. Yeah, Boris Johnson. Donald Trump probably wouldn't be good in that scenario.
No, he'd be
any leader,
well.
to be honest. Joe Biden would be terrible. Or maybe someone who's actually brain dead, like Joe Biden. That was a bit harsh, but like someone who's fucking lost their mind, like Alzheimer's. That's going to be the worst version. Joe Biden wouldn't have a clue. Joe Biden, if your intent was to kill one of your co-survivors who doesn't survive, Joe Biden would be the easiest. Or someone in a wheelchair.
Yeah, Joe Biden would be useless. Then again, so would fucking...
Imagine choosing someone in a wheelchair and they don't have the wheelchair. They wash ashore without a wheelchair. It'd be fucking terrible.
Yeah.
And they don't have strong arms. So the beached whale.
What about, have you heard the question where it's like, it's the exact same scenario, but you can only have one item. Any item in the entire world. It doesn't even have to exist, but you can have it.
Doesn't have to exist?
Well,
now it's too hard. We'd be sat here fucking...
You can say, I'll have a boat and I'll go away, but...
Do you want to answer that or me first? Have you got one in mind?
No.
So we're going with the same like English biome style island.
Yeah, there's still food and stuff on the island. There's still.
All right. Well, a phone doesn't work.
Yeah.
Can you have like an accessory? So if it was a phone, could you have a portable charger?
Yeah,
that's
but
infinite.
But that's going to run out.
Okay.
Well, let's say you've got a phone with infinite battery.
Okay.
But no signal.
Yeah. So all you would have on that really is like a. Would it have a working clock? You would know the time in London, let's say.
Yeah.
You know the time of the world.
Let's just say you've got a watch on anyway.
You got to watch on anywhere. Yeah.
Actually, no, that's cheap.
That's a good stipulation because, like, if you do watch a show, you might have a watch, and you would know what time it is in.
Yeah, and it's UK time.
That would be very good. That'd be very good. Oh, no, it wouldn't actually. It doesn't matter where you are in the world. It would do. Yeah. What item? You wouldn't need a toothbrush because you wouldn't be eating acidic food, so you wouldn't really need to brush your teeth.
No.
Your teeth would stay aight. You wouldn't have. Well, that's a difficult question. What would I choose? Can it be big?
Yeah.
Okay. Then maybe a bed.
An actual bed.
Yeah, with a mattress and everything. So, like, just be one less thing to worry about. But then again, I can sleep on the floor, on a hardwood floor.
I think I'd pick something. I think the logical thing is to pick something useful, but at the same time, I think I'd want to pick something that's like an entertaining item. Like, I don't know, a Game Boy with Pokemon.
With infinite battery.
Yeah.
Might go insane.
And I'll say it's like every Pokemon game on one cartridge.
An R4 card on a DS.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, that'd be sick. That would be sick, actually.
But at the same time, like...
But now you're saying that, like, I don't know the stipulations of the question. What if it was like a TV with some form of R4 card that had DVDs on it, movies, infinite movies?
I think I'd probably pick that.
Yeah, that'd be fucking sick. Yeah, you can get more and more extravagant now I'm thinking about
Let's say it's something that actually exists.
I'd bring the Taj Mahal. The whole Taj Mahal.
No, I got to pick something that actually is real.
It is real. It's not fake.
No, like an actual...
yeah, somewhat reasonable.
Got to fit in this room.
Obviously, a light would be good, but a lighter's only really got one purpose of
but you got your watch.
What?
You got your watch.
Yeah, I guess so. Fucking hell. It's an impossible question. We'll have to follow up on next week.
Yeah, I reckon
You've got a week or multiple to dwell on this question. Yeah.
I'll probably forget about it anyway.
Nah, I'll write it down. Next week, got to think. Yeah, I'll be thinking about it all week as well because I'll think of a good item, then I'll think of a better one. When it's like 1 a.m. and I'm trying to sleep. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have said that. Next week, though.
I think I know. Actually, I know. I think I know what to pick.
What?
A camera.
No. Yeah and no. Because
then again,
if you survive,
if we're saying like,
you might not survive. So if you do survive, you would get some good shots.
No, I'd vlog it.
Yeah.
And it'd go down as the greatest vlog in history.
Yeah, someone will eventually find your camera, actually.
Yeah,
but,
exactly.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you need like infinite battery on it.
Yeah, we're just saying we've got infinite battery.
Space.
Yeah, we're going to have a follow-up anyway, regardless. Next week. Just think of...
I'd probably say that as one.
Give it a list, actually. Multiple. And we'll react to it. We've got the last topic here, and it's a stupid topic. And I need to go to the toilet, so there's going to be a bleep here. There's going to be a pause, because I really need to go to the toilet. Where were we?
Next topic, I think.
Next topic, yeah, it was the last topic. That was a nice piss break for anyone who cared. Stupid topic that got brought up on Discord today by a stupid fellow. Won't name him because he doesn't deserve the time of day for this topic. But he was talking about how we need to... A bit of a darker topic, actually. It's more dark than being trapped on an island. That we need to promote depopulation because there's too many humans, which I believe is an incorrect belief anyway. Because I don't think there is too many humans. I think humans need to be more careful of what they're doing rather than too many humans. What do you think of people who believe that?
This is too deep.
It's not. We'll do it. What do you think of those people?
What people?
The people that are like, we're all going to die. There's too many of us. We need to stop having kids.
I think there's
You need to
more
stop
things to
having
worry
kids.
about.
Yeah, that is true, actually. But actually, it's too political. I might even cut this out. But we're going now. That was our last topic. Basically, I'm not even going to comment on what he said.
But
But
not even political. It's just, obviously, it's not the right thing to worry about.
yeah, I think the final message for that is
There is factors that overpopulation contributes to, but I think there is more
in a
pressing
small area.
matters to worry about.
Yeah, in a small area. Overpopulation in a small area. Like Bangladesh, not to shame anyone, but there's more people in Bangladesh than Russia, I believe. And obviously, Bangladesh is a small country, Russia is a big country, and the population density is just immense. But there's still rural areas, so they can still fill that country even a little bit more. But there are a lot of people, I think we touched on this last time, with vasectomies. I think I did touch on people who say that. But yeah, silly guys. I think they need to research a bit more. But that was a short topic. that
was pointless.
Your topic, requester, was so bad that we can't even talk about it because it was so stupid.
Who was it?
I won't mention his name.
Oh.
He doesn't deserve it. Not like he's a bad guy after saying that. Yeah. But any final topics?
Trying to think what might have happened during the week.
What?
Trying to think what might have happened during the week that I can think of or remember.
Did anything monumental happen this week?
I suppose Arctic Monkeys announced an album.
Didn't know that, but hope it's good. I hope it's... Actually, I don't care if it's classic or new Arctic Monkeys.
Comes out in October.
Oh, very soon then. Basically in a month.
It's called The Car.
The Car? That sounds like it could be a good storytelling album.
I think they've like...
Could be songs for the
car. One of the songs from the album at a few festivals already. And I think one of the songs called... It's got quite a good name, actually. I think it's called... I Don't Know Where I Think I Am or something like that.
I'll fact check this. Arctic Monkeys on Google. Arctic Monkeys new song.
Just quite a good title.
Arctic Monkeys new song. Yeah, it sounds like it would be a good song. I ain't quite where I think I am.
That's it, yeah.
What did you just say?
I don't know where I am, but...
Okay,
yeah. Like that.
I ain't quite where I think I am. That sounds like a deep one. That sounds like some Tame Impala shit.
Yeah.
New Tame Impala. But I think we're done here. So thanks for your stupid depopulation requests that neither of us even care about.
That's
You're
just spanner in the works, that question.
But yeah, probably the worst suggestion ever. But that was episode 11. In fact, it was quite a short one.
Yeah.
Well, it was like 10 minutes less than usual. But it was an ill-prepared episode. But next week, you can look out for what island device we bring to the island.
Yeah, comment below.
Don't comment, because no one's going to comment. But if you do feel like commenting, if you've made it this far, then make your presence known, because that'll be good. If you have made it this far, that's what we should do. End the video with comment. But I'd feel bad if I said comment this right at the end and no one commented it.
Yeah, just comment below what item you take.
Yeah, but now no one's going to do it. And then
Why?
you can be like, fuck it, I'll no one watch this episode.
If someone did one comment, that's it.
That'll make me feel great. But adios, amigos. I've said but like 5 times now.
Yeah.
Trying to sign this off. We need a sign off as well. We need a jingle for the sign off. We need an intro jingle and a sign off jingle.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed your stay.
Goodbye.
See you in episode 12.
Adios.